here. I had a moment there where my intuition wasn't working this morning when I left at 8 o'clock. I should have left at 6 from Charlotte. I didn't pick up that 85 was still under construction. Has it been 20 years now? I'm sure each of you in here has had that time in your life when you trusted your gut and went with the first thing that you thought about to make a decision, and you said, whew, I'm glad I did that. It was the right decision to make. And then there were other times when you said, I should have had the V8. And you said, why didn't I do that? I talked myself out of making that decision, and boy, that was the wrong thing to do. Well, a few weeks ago, I was meeting with my team at my office, Caribou Coffee. I'm the CEO of an institute called EPI, the Extra Potential Institute. Extra potential of your mind. And my president was in from Texas, my executive director was in from Toronto. And the reason that we have these highfalutin titles is because we've all been good friends for 20 and 30 years, so we gave ourselves titles. So anyway, we were meeting at Caribou Coffee, interviewing our new marketing person, and I needed to go get another cup of coffee. I'm a very Caribou Coffee person. They have those trivia questions where you can get 10 cents off your coffee. So I always like to answer them. Well, this particular day, the question was, what was the name of Darwin's lead ship on his expedition to the Galapagos Islands? Now, you know, they're usually easier than this, right? So I said, okay, I'm the maven of the mind, the teacher of intuition. I'm going to do my intuition thing. So I closed my eyes and I said, okay, the name of Darwin's lead ship. And all of a sudden I got this picture flashing through my mind of Snoopy. I'm going, oh God. So I looked at the girl behind the counter. I said, well, I guess I'm off today because I'm getting this picture of Snoopy, and I know that peanuts did not exist in the time of Darwin. I don't think anyway. Now she knows me quite well because I also meet clients there. I happen to be a minister. I do a lot of weddings during the year. So I meet a lot of my couples, and she says, Reverend Nagy. I said, what? She says, the name of the ship was Beagle. Now, I got my 10 cents off, by the way. This is the way intuition works. I happen to be a very visual person, but I also happened to do something I tell my intuition students and clients not to do. I could have had a V8. I rationalized myself, and I said, well, Darwin didn't have peanuts in those days, right? Schultz wasn't doing the cartoon thing, so I said Snoopy. Now, what I should have done, what I tell my clients and my students to do is I say, okay, no, of course Snoopy didn't exist in those days, but Snoopy was a dog. What kind of dog? Beagle. And I would have said, oh, it's Beagle. And I would have been so smart. But this is the way your intuitive mind works. Your intuition can seem kind of funky at times, but it can be trained. Intuition is a science and an art. Intuition can come in a flash like that. It can seem nonsensical. Now, for years, you heard that I was in the fashion business. I was a fashion director first, and then I was a fashion designer. I used to drive the buyers nuts when they used to go to Europe with me, because, as one of my brothers used to say, you go through life by touch and feel. Because not only am I a very visual intuitive, but I also am a very sensing, kinesthetic, and that's actually where most of us get our intuition from, that gut feeling.